Hi everyone, it's Mary Blocker from Mary's Stampin' Cafe, and welcome to my recorded video. I have been thinking a lot about fall. As you know, I love fall. And I've decided I want to share with you the 5 must-have colors of fall. That means for your stamping and your crafting, there are 5 must-have colors that you'll want in your stamping supplies. That includes stamp pads, refills, cardstock, embellishments, ribbons, all of those things, and I have 5 must. I'm going to be sharing a card today using the Soft Seedling stamp set, and if you want to know more about these 5, keep watching. You'll want to click that subscribe button and bell too to not miss out any of my stamping videos and giveaways, because I have a giveaway at the end of this video. I'll let you know how you can get into that little quick giveaway simply by commenting today. All right, let's talk about colors. Now, whenever I am thinking about fall colors, I'm thinking about those oranges and browns and yellows and greens and a little bit of reds happening. So today I am using soft suede as an ink color and my base of my cardstock. So with soft suede being one of the must-have colors of fall, I'm going to pair that with crumb cake, which is a lighter brown, and those two are must-have fall colors, soft suede and crumb cake. Now for my card today, I'm not utilizing the crumb cake, but that's okay. All right, we talk about greens. Mossy Meadow is the most fabulous green that you'll want in your fall collection. What's really nice about Mossy Meadow, as well as all of the colors I'm sharing with you today, they will take you all the way through even the holidays. And then, my friends, you can use these 5 colors that are must-have for fall and also transition them to any type of masculine nature type cards that you're wanting to make. So, Mossy Meadow is another must-have. And Crushed Curry is that beautiful yellow that is a must-have for fall stamping. Now, if you feel like, wait a minute, if we want to talk about Halloween and pumpkins and things like that, shouldn't we be using something like pumpkin pie? And now I'm going to tell you, pumpkin pie is one of those that you could add to your collection of must-have fall colors. If you feel like the crushed curry is a little too yellow, switch it out for pumpkin pie. That's totally fine. Either will do for you. Then finally, for kind of that crispy, rustic kind of fall, we need Cajun Craze. Cajun Craze is a fantastic color that's a bit on the browns, but also a bit in the reds, and it's just fabulous. If you feel like maybe Cajun Craze is a little too on the brown side and you want to brighten up your fall a little bit, you can also bring in Sweet Sorbet, one of the in colors, to give it just a little bit more of that hint of the red side. That will be totally fine for you. All right, so today I'm going to be using my Crushed Curry, Cajun Craze, Mossy Meadow, and Crumb Cake. For my project, I'm using 4 out of the 5 must-have fall colors. You will just love them. So soft suede's going to sit aside, and I'm going to have those 3 with me. There we go. So my card today is using Very Vanilla. Very Vanilla should be a staple during the fall. You should all have Very Vanilla in your stamping supplies. My card today is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, so it's going to be a fold up card. I have 2 pieces of Very Vanilla that are cut simply 1/4 smaller than the base when folded, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside and the outside of the card. Now I'm going to be doing some stamping today and adding a little bit of colors because, as you know, our fall, ooh, I have some fuzzies on my stamp. As you know, in fall, our leaves change colors. And so I want this to be a multicolored leaf. So I'm going to start with my not cherry cobbler, I don't want to get to Christmas yet, my Crushed Curry, and I'm going to stamp all over that. Now I'm going to set that aside and bring in my Cajun Craze, and simply tap on the edges a little bit. Then I'm going to bring in my mossy meadow, and I'm going to come to the other side and just tap my edges and corners and just give it a little kiss. I'm going to huff on it because that ink may dry on you. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp right here. And look how I've got that multicolored leaf. Isn't that pretty? Now, all I need to do is I'm going to bring in another mat here. And I'm not going to wash it. I'm simply going to rub off that excess. And I'm going to do the same process again. It's not hurting your stamp at all, your stamp pad, to pop it into another color just a little bit. So I'm going to come over and kiss it here, get a little more red on there, and then bring in the mossy meadow, turn that over, turn it here, and give it a little kissy kiss. And then I'm going to come and we're going to give it another stamp right up here. Hold that down, and there we are. And here is another beautiful colored. See how that Cajun craze is so nice? But I have that crushed curry in there and a bit of that mossy meadow starting over here. We're going to do it one more time to come into this corner here. There we are. Let me move that a little bit here. There we are. Okay, and again, I'm going to start with my crushed curry. This time I think I want to get a little more of my mossy meadow in here. So I'm going to kind of push that pretty hard, and just a little bit of that Cajun craze. Give it a huff, and let's see what we get this time. Every leaf is going to be a little bit different. Ooh, interesting on that. I got lots of that mossy meadow, and just a tiny little bit of that showing there. I think that's so fun. And some of that crushed curry, very nice. All right, so I'm going to set that stamp aside. I'm going to leave the mossy meadow and the crushed curry open. The next thing I'm going to pull in is a little splatter. And that splatter is going to come from the Perched in a Tree stamp set. This splatter right here. It's really a great one. It's perfect for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up on the crushed curry and then stamp off and then stamp on my cardstock. Stamp off and stamp. What I'm doing is I'm just giving some speckle and interest to the card. But I'm stamping off because I don't want it to be real strong. So I have some of the crushed curry there. Now I'm going to go to the mossy meadow, stamp off, and then stamp on. You'll find that the mossy meadow is a little bit stronger. It shows a little bit more. And so stamping off is a really good idea. Did I stamp off that time? I'm not sure. And we're just going to come up. And I'm not going to do all over. I just want a bit of that splatter. You can see that splatter now. Looking good. All right. So I'm going to close up the mossy meadow, one of that must-have 5 colors of fall. Now, I love Halloween, you guys. And you're going to say, well, what about that black and that purple? Well, those are the colors of Halloween, right? And I think black is a given. I think black, and black they say is not a color, it's a tone. And so those are just bonus colors. And you need your purples and your crushed curry for Halloween and all of that. So yes, I agree. Pumpkin pie, crushed curry, a little purple in there. Yes, and black, lovely. Now, we need our sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and use Thinking of You, right from the Soft Seedlings stamp set. I like the nice bit of cursive on there. And I'm going to use Cajun Craze for that today, pulling in that burnt red color. Some people would say it's kind of like a burnt brown or orange, but it's nice and rich. That's what I like about it. And again, what's really nice about these 5 colors of fall, You can use those for masculine cards, nature cards, and some of them even through Christmas. So I am going to use a die to cut out my sentiment, and it is from the Leaves of Holly bundle here. It's a very nice bundle. When it comes to November-ish or end of October, I'll probably start doing some holiday, but not right now because our fall. Now this particular die is very, very close on this. So I do want to be very, very careful. It does have a little bit of a lip and an edge on it as well. And so it'll make one of the tall loops or long loop at the bottom kind of bend a little bit looking, because it's like a perfect fit on here. I didn't want to do some sort of die cut that was too long or too big, so I went ahead with this one, and I think it works just perfect. I love that little ridge on there. I think that is really neat. It's kind of an embossed edge. I like that a lot. It is a good one. All right, let's set my mini down. And if you don't have a mini stamp and cut and emboss machine or a standard, you are going to want to get one. It also comes in some bundle ideas for you to get you started, which is great. All right, I'm going to pull in my Mossy Meadow now and a blending brush. I'm going to pat that off because I don't want this to be really dark, but I'm just going to go ahead and sponge along the edge now. Get my little divot corners there because we want that sponging around to be consistent all the way around. We don't want to miss those little corners, and that's what I like about the little blending brushes. I can get in there real well. Just bring that vanilla down. There we are. That's a lot of sponging. That looks good. All right, so I'm going to set that mat aside, and then we're going to come in here, and this is going to sit right here with Stampin' Dimensionals. But I want to decide in my end of embellishments if I'm going to use maybe some twine, and this happens to be the Mossy Meadow braided twine, and it is currently in the clearance rack, which is kind of neat. So one of the things that I could do is I could do a little bit of looping around. It is a little bit of a heavier twine for a card like this, but I could weave it around like so, and then I could put my tag down. I could also simply do a small piece like so, and then I could do kind of a loop around and have it just loop here and put this down on it like so, which I do like that, so I think I will do that. So what I do for that is I'm just going to take a little bit of the Stampin' Seal and go ahead and just put a little tick of it there. Then you take your piece that you're going to use and loop it. Give it that little loop, and then we're going to just put it right down, and that will hold it in place for me while I go ahead and use my dimensionals here. So let's see. We have crumb cake and soft suede, crushed curry, Cajun craze, and Mossy Meadow. Those are those 5 must-have fall colors. And again, I would suggest if you feel like crushed curry is a little too yellowy, remember I said pumpkin pie. And if you feel that the Cajun craze is too rusty color, you can do sweet sorbet. Those also have some great colors, and I'll just show you pumpkin pie. We'll do it on this piece of vanilla that's going to go on the inside of the card. here's a pumpkin pie, and we'll do that with the dot. Let me just get that ink off. I know it's terrible. I'm not cleaning my stamp. Oh no. But here's our pumpkin pie. And that's our pumpkin pie. And now I want you to compare it to the crushed curry. My pumpkin pie there is interesting. It's almost coming off a little bit like Cajun craze. I'll have to do a couple stamps here. All right. Okay, so boy, you can barely see the differences there, but there is my crushed curry. There is pumpkin pie. A little deeper on the orange than that. Okay, so then let's look at Cajun craze and sweet sorbet. This is fun. All right, so this is sweet sorbet. Very nice. And then our Cajun craze. Let's wipe that off real quick. And there we go. And so there we can see that different Cajun craze, a little bit deeper on that rusty kind, and that has a little bit more of that red or pink to it. We can see that very well. So there we go. So that's fun. Now any of the other greens like garden green to me is much more of a holiday color and a kind of summery color, spring and summer. All right, we'll go ahead and adhere this. And Pear Pizzazz is nice. It's a lighter green. Mint Macaron also lighter green, more on those tones of kind of springy, summery. And boy, that soft suede is just so nice with the leaves. Very, very nice. All right, so now what I thought I would do here is I would like to take the small little seedling, and the seedling I am going to ink it up with that crushed curry again. And this time I'm going to bring in the Mossy Meadow and just do a little of the Mossy Meadow on it. Just that little side there. And I'm going to stamp it. It's kind of falling here. Oh, very nice. So we just see that yellow into the green. Very nice. So I'm going to do that again. Into my crushed curry first. And then just tapping that little bit of green. And then we'll do another one. I'm going to have this one going this way, like it's falling from the sky. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a little bit of my spots. Ooh, I stamped off. I thought I did. With those in the inside a little bit. And then I'm going to bring a little bit of the Mossy Meadow dots in as well, but stamp off first. Boy, they're stamping off, but it's still getting pretty dark there. A little bit more so. Maybe I'm just pushing down harder than on the front, but that's okay. And stamp off a few more times before stamping on it, I guess. Oh, all right, let's close up these pads. All right, set aside those stamps so we don't smudge anymore. I'm going to glue this under the inside of the card with all our fun little color samples on the back, swatches of color. If you haven't pressed that bell yet, make sure you do. All right, now that is a very nice looking card right there. What I also want to talk about are embellishments. So fall embellishments. There are some things that you could think about using. There's this wonderful leaf label and amber gem combo pack. This is really great. These beautiful coppery color gems go so nice with this card too. There's also the champagne rhinestone basic jewels. These are beautiful for fall. Just beautiful. The other thing that I had pulled out that I thought was really great are any of the metallics. So if you have any of the metallic matte dots, these are the brush metallic adhesive backed dots that are just beautiful. These are fantastic for fall as well as masculine cards. Those would be great. So I'm thinking that I might like to use these champagne. The champagne ones, I'm going to take a look here. I really do like the leaf label amber gem ones. Those are really nice. You can see how they just complement that so well. And then the champagne ones are just a little softer. And you know, I think what I'd like to do is to let the leaves really be the star of this show. I'm going to have to go with these. I just decided I have to. So I'm going to use the little ones. I'm going to put a gem right here on the end of that tag, and when I do that, I'm going to put another one right kind of kitty corner to it. And then I'm going to bring my other one kind of right here, kind of keeping everything close to that sentiment, just like so. That's very nice. So we have our beautiful fall card with the soft seedling stamp set, using some accent splashes from Perched in a Tree, and thinking about those embellishments that would be great for fall, the matte, anything brushed metallics or the coppers, things like that. And again, this twine, what's really nice about it is it's in the clearance rack for like $2.80 as of today. And it's great for fall, but it's also really great for the holidays. Great on tags and packaging. You can't beat that price. So there it is, you guys. We have our crushed curry, soft suede, Cajun craze, mossy meadow, and crumb cake are those 5 must-have fall colors in your stamping supplies. That means cardstock, inks, refills, papers, and embellishments. All of those are great. So now you're saying, well, wait, didn't you say at the end of this you were going to have a little giveaway? Well, I am. I'd like you to leave a comment below. Just let me know what you thought of my card today. I'm sure you've seen others doing techniques about that. You can use a dauber on your stamp to get those different colors. I just like it easy. Take my stamp pad right to the image. I'm going to be gifting somebody the Leaf Label and Amber Gem combo pack. These beautiful leaf tags that are already done for you, and the beautiful amber gems. So go ahead and give me a comment below. Just let me know what you like. Let me know about these colors. Do you have any of these in your stamping supplies? Or shop at my online store using the host code below. That host code will tie you into my September giveaways that will happen on September 25th is the deadline. And I am giving away all sorts of fabulous Stampin' Up! Products. And so you don't want to miss out on that. I'll put the information below on how you can do that. But again, I'm going to be giving away a package of this. Leave a comment below and I'm going to be gifting somebody. So until next time, guys, happy stampin'!